Are live in the Blue Moon Listener Lounge on 94.9 The River. Thanks to everybody listening worldwide at riverboise.com. Thanks to you listening here in the Treasure Valley and Eastern Oregon. And thanks to everybody in this room with me right now who's going to give a warm welcome to Band of Horses. Welcome to Boise, you guys.
Thank you so much.
Welcome back to Boise, I should say.
Yeah, it's been a while.
So Robert Smith and The Cure were here earlier this year, and about 2.5 hours into his 3.5 hour show, he says to the audience, you know, pulling a playlist for the first time you're in a town is the hardest thing ever. And I have to say, trying to come up with questions for the first time I get to visit with you guys, also really difficult. So we're just going to start with congratulations on an amazing new album.
Thanks. Cool question.
Yeah, I got lots of those. But seriously, Why Are You Okay? Out now, and something you guys have spent a couple years working on, huh?
Yeah, quite a gulf there between records, between Mirage Rock and this record. But you know, real life got in the way.
Yeah.
We had some more babies.
Right.
We had a couple side projects. We did some promoting, and just took our time with it to make sure that you know, the benefit of, you know, that time gives you would help us make sure that we're making the right record.
Well, I think this record is spectacular start to finish, and we're going to have some fun talking about that, finding out what you guys did differently on this album. Did you set out when you guys started thinking about it with a game plan on like looking at how you've done things in the past and how you wanted to proceed with this new album?
There was a bit of intentional, I think, set in there. I knew it was going to take a while. Mm-hmm. I knew that I wanted to have long gaps between recording sessions to digest the material a bit and see, you know, how the songs could be better utilized. I knew that we wanted to go for a more lush kind of instrumentation after Mirage Rock was so raw and live. So those were the only real, like, deliberate kind of moves in the beginning. Do y'all remember anything else that was kind of set in motion before we started out?
Not really.
To go the other direction of the last record. That's about
Yeah, we definitely wanted to be the other side of the coin after the last one was so live.
Right.
And
totally.
We did I don't think there was a single like live performance on this record at all. I think we did every single drum we tracked.
Really?
It was really
surgical. It was a bit poured over, yeah.
I should back up and introduce the band. Ben, you want to introduce you guys?
Yeah, sure. So, for you listening at home or in your car, directly to my left, I'm Ben. To my left is Mr. Tyler Ramsey. He's playing guitar and singing.
Hello, I'm Tyler.
Oh, Tyler.
Give him a lick, man. Show them.
Oh, man.
On the spot.
Right?
Check out this chord.
Yeah.
There we go.
That's that tall hand.
That's a mood set.
Yeah.
And directly to my right, playing the mandolin and singing, well, that's Mr. Ryan Monroe.
Hello. Hi, Ryan.
Show them.
Yeah. Nice.
I love anytime we get a mandolin in the building. I'm a happy guy.
That's me.
I want to thank some folks that help us get to this point today, and we'll start with your awesome management team and the folks at American Records for making this happen. We were delighted when we got the go-ahead. Also, this amazing little sandwich shop in Boise, Even Stevens on Bannock. We're going to talk more about them today. They do an amazing thing donating sandwiches to folks throughout the Treasure Valley for everyone they sell. So it's pretty spectacular, and they have brought great things with us today. Ben, you know, I always tended to think of you guys as a Northwest band, kind of.
Yeah.
But I just heard, did you move?
Yeah, we moved back in
a while ago?
2007.
Yeah, so how did I miss that?
I don't know, man. I guess because we've been traveling around ever since it started, really. I mean, like, once the first record came out, we got so busy that it didn't make a whole lot of sense to stay in Seattle where the rent was so high.
Yeah.
When we got to live there, maybe, you know, a month out of every year or something. So we went home, and Ryan and I grew up together. We've known each other since we were probably like 5 years old or something.
Okay.
We grew up in Irmo, South Carolina together.
Nice.
So about the time that we moved back in 2007, Ryan and I reconnected, and he started working with us on the demo process for Cease to Begin, our second album. And he's been stuck with us ever since.
Nice.
Yeah, but no,
I like it.
that was like an immediate impact to going home was reconnecting with Ryan, and And our siblings were having kids, and our parents are down there. I have four girls, yeah. But back then didn't have any babies. Right. It was mostly just wanting to be around nephews and nieces and the folks. And we've been happily relocated down there for a while now.
We are visiting with Band of Horses. They are in town, of course, tonight at the Revolution Center. Wild Feathers opening up. Hopefully you heard them here earlier today. We're in the Blue Moon Listener Lounge, and we would love to hear a song from you guys.
Let's do that. Let's start at the beginning.
Incredibly beautiful guitar that you're playing. I love it.
Thanks. Yeah, this thing's crazy. We found it in some shop in like Santa Cruz or something. Mm-hmm. You can see how many times it's been smashed.
Yeah.
And someone put so much care into rebuilding this thing. Right. But how they pawned it after all that work? There's some story behind here.
There might be a song in there.
For real, man. Well, there's one we can try to play. We'll start at the beginning from our first album, Everything All the Time. This is one of the first ones I think I wrote, which is called Part 1. Very good?
Yeah, man.
To the bottom, dear, I have to fall, but you really called me. You really called me, dear, the bottom where I fall. And slowly, dear, asked, would you dance with me? Here's the shades down and the lights off. When I didn't know you, and everything that I did was done badly. Now I love you always, and even when I say you distract me, say it out tonight at some strange place. If we have no friends here, well, I had few to begin with. And to wake next to you in the morning, good morning to you. Well, how do you do? Hey, good morning to you. And more covers for you. Sleep soundly, dear, as I have to go. Yeah, I love you always. Now when we leave this place and drive back to Carolina, down to Savannah and stay. Thanks so much.
Band of Horses live in the Blue Moon Listener Lounge on 94.9 The River. Their new album is called Why Are You Okay? And we're going to talk a little bit more about that. Show tonight at the Revolution Center and the Wild Feathers opening up. You can get tickets through the events tab at riverboise.com. So you guys have been making music for a while. You've been writing for a while. Do you what would you tell Ben, like, from 10 years ago? What would you tell that Ben now, considering what you've learned?
I'd say good job. That's what I'd say.
It's going to be all right. Everything's going to be fine. You're going to get a pool. Got a bunch of babies.
Priorities.
Yeah. No, I mean, probably tell me that not to worry about practicing guitar a whole lot, because you're not going to get a whole lot better. I'm about the same skill level as I was when I started then writing songs for the first album. It's just not in the cards to get like to be the next Clapton. So my limited ability, I find a way to still write songs, but there's no trouble there. I don't mind not being good at guitar.
I believe you referred to it as your whack ass style.
It's very true. Thank you. I mean, I wouldn't use that kind of language on the radio, but that's your thing.
I can get away with that. You
can. I cannot.
Yeah, I've done my research.
We need the spin, so I ain't gonna say that.
I guess from a songwriting standpoint, are you feeling? Did you ever have sort of confidence issues when you started out versus where you're at now?
Every day, man. I mean, writing, performing, all that stuff. It sneaks in there, you know. At times, it's a bit more troublesome than others, but yeah. I mean, even this record, there was times where I was just like, I don't know, what am I gonna talk about now, you know? But I don't know. There's a lot of that stuff, like whether it be pressure from outside sources or self-made. It's usually fleeting. You know, I think like you can just weather the storm. Before you know it, train comes back around and you're inspired again and writing about things you actually believe in.
Well, and I guess I asked this question partly because a lot of times songwriters will put a lot of things from their personal life in there, and then I always am sort of intrigued by sharing those stories every night on stage with a whole bunch of people and how that is for you. Do you ever find yourself every once in a while going, oh yeah, that was something?
For sure, yeah. And I think every day is a new opportunity to find a hidden meaning or a deeper meaning within that song, or maybe it has more weight or levity or something in the story. I love that about touring as much as we do and performing. Like, I don't know, sometimes something will just sneak up and bite you and say like, oh, I kind of remember why I wrote that really, silly or tongue-in-cheek lyric. There was actually something poignant and going on that led to it.
It'd be pretty boring too if you didn't connect to the songs that you were singing every night. You'd be in trouble. Right. It'd be hard to stay touring like we do if we weren't still connected to the things that we.
That's an excellent point.
Well point.
Yeah. And you guys make it a priority to get back home several times while touring, just so you can catch up and unplug and be with family and everything?
Kind of got to now, yeah.
I don't think a lot of people who, will see their favorite band on the road like you guys and not really understand what that's like to be gone from your comfort zone for months at a time, away from everybody, and get on stage every night and, be there for them.
Yeah, it's pretty bananas. Yeah, it's an ever evolving process. I think as soon as you think you have it figured out, too, real life might also sneak up and bite you. And you think like, oh, I got great balance, and something happens where you don't have a good enough balance at work or with the folks at home. So I don't know. I think there's one foot in this world and one foot in the other at all times. Try to stay as present in both jobs as we can.
Nice. We're visiting with Ben, Ryan, and Tyler from Band of Horses, the show happening tonight at the Revolution Center with Wild Feathers. Thanks to our friends at Even Stevens right here in Boise. Amazing sandwiches on Bannock, right there adjacent to Freak Alley. They've got music down there too, and we thank them for supplying lunch for everybody today. And we would love another song if we could, if you've got everything tuned up and ready to go. That is, because I just gotta
good enough.
Don't.
Again, I'm not too worried about my guitar playing. These guys are awesome. So this is from our third record, Infinite Arms. This one's called Laredo. Okay. All right, do your thing, buddy.
To Laredo, gonna take a dip in the lake. Oh,
knife up to my face, throw me in the deep of Jammerley. Now leave me when I say that, oh, my love, you don't even call. And oh, my love, is out here on the phone. Oh, my love, you don't even know. And oh, my love, are you really gone? Thanks. Appreciate y'all.
It's Band of Horses live in the Blue Moon Listener Lounge right here on 94.9 The River Show tonight at the Revolution Center with the Wild Feathers. Tickets available at the events tab at riverboise.com, or you can head on down to the Record Exchange. We're visiting with the band today and talking about their excellent new album, Why Are You Okay? Is there a story behind that title, or is it a song lyric?
It was. I keep like a running list of just like really stupid things in my phone or whatever, and like one of them's always like, you know, fake band names,
Yeah.
or album titles, song
Yep.
titles. And one night I was working down in my garage where I write and stuff and record, and my wife hit me with she's like, man, I have no idea you won't believe what happened. Ivy, my second oldest, 4 years old at the time, was just like, you know, we have 4 daughters, so it's zone D all the time, defense. You know, just like you cannot keep track of all of them. It's like, that one's got your phone, and it's like she was just like, you know, making garbage words or whatever, and it autocorrected to "Why are you okay?" No punctuation, and then she sent it to like my oldest daughter's teacher. So it was like my wife's kind of like tripping, like, oh dang, like. This is going to be an interesting reply to this, but I thought it was so funny. It was like that one got bumped up to the top there.
Yeah,
and
that's
luckily,
a good story.
Yeah, it worked out nice, and it kind of fits with our other album titles. I think there's
right.
always like some inside joke or some mystery involved, so it seemed to fit the bill.
Wow, that's a great story. My brain instantly went to that one scene in Raising Arizona where both families are together and the kids are just like,
Oh yeah, man, it's like that. It's crazy over there. Please help.
so good. So I got to ask, when you guys are on the road, are there places you look forward to, not necessarily because of the venue or some of the people you know there, but because of stores or restaurants, or like when you're looking at your tour and you're like, oh yeah, we're headed back there?
Oh my Lord, yeah. I mean, well, it's funny. I mean, this is a bit close to the bone for y'all, but we hadn't been to Boise in forever. Right. And last time I think we were here, we spent like 3 days in town.
Really?
We were playing the Neurolux, and we had like a in-store next door.
Record Exchange.
Yeah. I don't know why we spent like a good 3 or 4 days here. I don't think y'all were in the band at that point, were you?
Yeah.
Were you really?
Mm-hmm.
Well, the last time we played here.
Oh, the last time. This was even before that. Okay.
Time. Yeah.
Well, yeah, and we had a blast here. So I was really looking forward to getting back here. And last night we walked around and got to we had a really great dinner last night, a few of us, and just got to see how the town's changed a little bit. And it's beautiful downtown, and it's a really nice town. So I think I'm not trying to just pander here, but
I appreciate it.
A lot of places that we get to go, like, I mean, even like the Arctic Circle, places like Tromsø, Norway and stuff. It's like, this town is beautiful. And there's that one bar or restaurant that like happens to have something that's not made out of fish eyeballs or whatever. You know? So there's places all over the world that we tend to frequent. I mean, what are there any that pop out to you?
I'm always looking to get out of the town that we're in. So like I've figured out ways to like go, because I like to go hiking.
Sure.
So if we're like in a place like this,
Yeah.
if we had more time, I would probably rent a car or go up in the mountains or something.
We got 200 miles of trails right on the edge of the city.
Yeah, I was checking that
too.
out. We got here at like evening last night.
Well,
so it was
next
like, didn't
time
have
we'll
time
have
to do
work
it.
out something.
Yeah, for sure.
Give you guys something a little
Come
more
pick me
to
up.
do.
Let's go.
Please help. Help us.
Save me.
So you're on the road a lot, obviously, and you guys are going to be doing that for a while with the album that has just been released. Have you guys kind of figured out how to travel together over all the years and how to play nicely?
Also an evolving process.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, yeah, you really have to evolve with everything in your life. I mean, whether it's traveling or whatever job you do. I mean, how are we doing with each other?
I think we're all right. We're pretty good.
We're doing horribly.
They have to say that.
Yeah.
They have to say that
Yeah.
because the microphone.
Yeah.
I don't want to cause any issues. So
No, we're all good.
carefully backtrack.
Think about it. I mean, Tyler's our newest member.
Do you even fit? Are you guys on a bus with a bunk? And if so, how does that? How do you even?
I can work my way in there.
Tyler's like 8'9" for
Yeah,
those of you
yeah.
who are listening and not watching us on Facebook. That's got to be hard.
It's interesting. It's
Yeah.
interesting.
Everyone leaves their shoes like in the hallway of the bus or whatever. It just so happens that his have legs attached to them. Like coming out.
That's true. There was one European tour that we did where I couldn't fit in the bunk, and I had to they were kind enough to give me the front part of the hallway and the upstairs because they're double-decker buses, and I laid in the hallway and got all the blankets and stuff out. It was just like,
He made a little pallet on the
Yeah.
ground like he was sick.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, make your
fort.
own little fort. That's
right.
Ben, are you able to ride on the road since you're on the road so much? Is that something that you can do, or do you need to have some quiet space or is that even possible with you with 4 kids?
I do enjoy doing that. Right now, it's so busy. Still we're still kind of in launch mode.
Right.
Where there's so much promo and stuff and phoners and things like that. That once we get landed somewhere and there's nothing to do, I'll usually either just like turn off and like get some sleep.
Yeah.
Or like yesterday, we busted out the cornhole bags and played games in the parking lot.
Right.
Just have some sort of, I don't know, some sort of like normal recreation.
Sure.
Feels good, But I'd like to get back to that soon. Because I'd rather we didn't have 4 years in between records again.
Right. Well, I think your fans probably are happy that there is something here available for everybody. Why Are You Okay is the new album from Band of Horses. You'll find it at the Record Exchange. You'll find it tonight at their show as well at the Revolution Center. We want to thank our friends at Even Stevens Sandwiches downtown Boise, right there at Bannock and your Freak Alley for bringing lunch in for everybody today. Gosh, can we get one more song, you think?
I think so. I think we should do one from that record you were talking about.
Yeah.
Why Are You Okay? And this is the first single that is called Casual Party. Isn't it?
It is.
Yep.
1, 2, 3.
Talking television at the casual party with some brand new friends to get you started on. They started on. 'Cause Big Goddaddy's a sociopath. So they play games, don't be distracted. long. Retirement plans for a mountain home. Oh, y'all been arrested. You heard of Texas. Gonna leave it with you. But by faith, don't sit right here full of red. Round so tired, I better leave. Best get out of the way. By faith, don't sit right here full of red. Round so tired, I'm gonna leave. Best get out of the way. Awful conversation, casual party, off television, don't get started, no. Never stop. Children and dogs, manicure lawns, all the future plans and vacation, I wanna go home. La da da, la da da, la da da, la da da,
Thanks, y'all.
Band of Horses live right here in the Blue Moon Listener Lounge on 94.9 The River. I love my job.
Me too, man.
Not
I
even
love your
gonna
job.
lie.
You're doing a great job.
You know, and I love it on a song like that, which is one gigantic earworm from start to finish. I refer to a comment you made not that long ago that you said, I can't write choruses.
Yeah.
You can't write a chorus.
I forget to. I just don't even think about it.
Really?
Yeah, I'll just
Well,
write
you know, I guess you don't
garbage.
need it when everything else is that memorable, right?
That's way too kind. But no, I'll just just kind of follow some little muse into some hole, and I forget that it's even supposed to be used for something. Luckily, I don't really think too much about like the commercial reality of it or something. Like this is gonna even be submitted for an album. I just kind of do again some whack ass style.
Overthinking is not your friend, so it's good that you don't do that.
At times, yeah. Right. 4 years between records. Don't forget.
Like I said, your fans won't let you forget that. We are grateful for you guys coming in today. Thank you so much.
Tim. Thanks everybody.
Congratulations on a truly fantastic album. It's called Why Are You Okay? You will find it, like I said, tonight at the show. At the Record Exchange online. And we want to thank everybody who makes it possible for us to be here. A lot of people behind the scenes, including our ever-growing engineering staff. We thank you guys tremendously. Thanks to our friends at Interscope, A&M Geffen Records for making this happen today. Thanks to our sandwich friends at Even Stevens. For every sandwich they sell, they donate one to one of 4 nonprofits here in the Treasure Valley. Go see them on Bannock Street, right there near Freak Alley. And thanks, of course, to my entire staff. One more time, guys, let's give a big thank you.
Thanks, y'all.